Hey guys, and happy Saturday, snowy Saturday. I was really looking forward to a snowy morning, but we are getting rain here in Virginia, so I apologize in advance for two things. Number one, my voice is still kind of a little out there because I'm still sick. And two, the lighting is not really great because it's so yucky out and I have my overhead light on. But I wanted to take advantage of a little bit of downtime that I had right now to share with you a new to me vendor. And this was shipped super fast. I think I ordered it on December 27th and I think I got it right before New Year's. Like I think it came in like 3 or 4 days, if not less. So super fast shipping and really cute packaging. I'll post the thumbnail will probably be the how cute it came packed. My daughter just tore right into it as always, just like in true wax addict fashion. I have one in training, so I wanted to take a picture before she did that, but I already tore into it and I already warmed through one thing just to kind of see how it did in my home and to share with you all as we go through this while I share with you my haul. And so let's get started. So this vendor is Sweet Tooth Scent Co. and the owner is Heather. And Heather reached out to me and was like, hey, I love your channel. And she was just like, I love how honest you are, which I always am, regardless of if it's a vendor or if it's Scentsy or anything wax. I will tell you how I feel about it. And I feel like there's I'm not saying you have to be rude, I'm not saying that you have to like all things, but everyone has their opinion. And so I just like how she reached out. I told her I would eventually order. Things were kind of crazy between birthdays. December is a crazy month between my daughter's birthday and then Christmas. And there's just a lot of festivities going on. And so I said, I'll place an order, and I eventually did. So I was gonna go a little crazy, and then usually with new to me vendors, I try to go small. I did sort of go small, but I got 11 items. And the reason why I did what I did was her pricing is extremely reasonable. So I figured, let's just try. And I had more things in my cart, but I took it out. And I figured her site is pretty stocked right now. I'm like, I could always go back in if it does well. So anyway, let's dive in. So she has several things on her site. She does these types of clams. She does these types of bars or shells. I don't even know what they're called here. Okay, so these are called, these are called snap bars. We're used to seeing them in bags, but I really like this packaging. So these are snap bars. She offers the clam shells. And then she also offers, I think she calls them wax cups. So not scent cups. Sometimes people call them scent shots, scent cups. So I got, I think 1 or 2 of these. So, and then some snap bars are in the bags and then some of them are in here. So we'll go through the snap bars first. And then I'll tell you the one that I warmed and how I did at the end. So the first one that I got here was Amish cinnamon bread. Really cute packaging, very, very simple, sleek. I really like how she has her name up on top. She has the name of the scent. She has the scent notes. She has when it was poured and what type of wax it is too. So these are soy. It's not a blend, it's just a soy wax. And this one is warm cake, sweet sugar, and cinnamon. Now, I was very nervous. I had this in my cart and then I took it out. And then I had it in my cart and then I took it out. And I have a love-hate with some cinnamons. And so I was very nervous because some cinnamons come off red hot. And this one is leaning more red hot. I'm not gonna say it's bad, but this one is definitely a more spicy cinnamon. And I was hoping that the cake and the sweet sugar would tone it down a little bit. But on cold, I get more of a sweet, spicy cinnamon, almost kind of like a red hot gum. Sorry if you guys hear my daughter, she's sneezing. But this one, I'm eager to try, but the cinnamon is kind of scaring me, but I was like, let me just try it out. Because during this time, I kind of try to start switching from tree to more kind of cinnamon cozy kind of bread scent. And so I was like, oh, let's try this. And so I'm eager to try it. And what I got, just in case it was too spicy, I know it's in here somewhere, is I got her sweet butter cream. And this is just whipped butter, sugar cane, vanilla extract, and maple. Same thing, the notes, packaging, and this is a sweet, sweet buttercream. Definitely leaning more vanilla heavy. Yeah, vanilla heavy, and sugar. Not a buttery buttercream, if that makes sense. This is more of a sweet vanilla buttercream. And so if you like a vanilla buttercream, almost kind of like Scentsi's vanilla bean buttercream, I think you'd like this. I'm not really a fan of vanilla bean buttercream from Scentsy. Don't get me started about it, but I don't like it. I have vanilla cream, or I did in my club. I just feel like Scentsy can't do vanilla very well, but that's just my thoughts. So really excited to have this, and I might mix these two together to cut back on, kind of feels like it was ripped, my daughter, to try that out and mix those two. All right, next one I got here was I wanted to try something different, not bakery, to see how her blends are of Palo Santo. And so I got Palo Santo and sandalwood. And the scent notes on this are moss, bergamot, violet, incense, saffron, Palo Santo, patchouli, and sandalwood. And I was kind of scared. Again, I had this one in my cart and then I took it out because I was nervous about how the patchouli would come off. But I was like, let's try it out. There's a lot of scent notes. I'm getting wax everywhere. And this one, right off the bat, hold on, I'm picking up, well, actually, let me just dump it in the box. I get a bergamot. I get a green note, similar to, what's that scent with moss? It almost kind of smells similar to the Frozen Fearless by Nature, I think it's called. So you definitely get a green mossy note. You get a little bit of that incense. It's not very strong. Very, very light Palo. Or maybe I am getting Palo and that's what's throwing me off. Kind of like a cologne-y Palo, not a sweet, creamy Palo. So I'm like more woodsy Palo. It kind of reminds me a little bit of the Palo that Rose Girls uses, because I don't like Rose Girls Palo. I figured that out. Not a fan. So this is different. It's definitely leaning more woodsy and more earthy tones than like sweet sandalwood, because sometimes sweet sandalwood kind of is my thing and my vibe. But I wanted to try it and I figured I'd use this in my bathroom, bedroom. All right, another one that I got, again, wanted to try cinnamon, is cinnamon grams. And this is graham crackers, cinnamon, tonka, and vanilla bean. And these snap bars, I think they're all the same. These snap bars are all $2.14, which is a really good price. Now this one is a spicy cinnamon, but not as red hot as Amish bread. Because this, I'm getting more of like the tonkas and the cinnamon. So it's kind of almost, I'm not gonna say toning it down, but it's playing well together. And you get a really creamy, I don't even want to say smoky. I don't think that's the word. Creamy, maybe it's the cinnamon. Creamy, like, it's definitely not like graham cracker crunch from, oh, that is so cute. I just noticed. She's got like two-tone. So I'm eager to try this one because I don't like Scentsi's graham cracker crunch. This one is leaning spicy, but not super spicy. Maybe it's the tonka. Sorry, I'm wheezing if you guys caught that. All right, my life is falling asleep too. The next one I got, and I was going to get two because Anya from Sense with Curly Q talked about this, and I was like, no, I'll just get one. I just have so much eggnog, and I don't want to not like it because I have so much of it. But the next one I got was vanilla eggnog, and this is amaretto, rum, vanilla, butter, sugar, cream, and spice. I just have so much eggnog scents. And so right off the bat, you get a really pretty rum note, and you get a very slight light scent of an amaretto. Not overpowering, just enough to cream it out with the vanilla and the butter. I'm getting a little spice, but very, very light. Very well done blend. Look at how pretty. I don't want to pop it out, but it's got like glitter on the top. Really pretty vanilla eggnog. Like totally yummy. Definitely looking forward to warming that. I think this is going to be the next one that I warm. I haven't decided yet. Right now I have going today. Noel's Farm Sense. I chopped up the loaf that I bought, and it's Treats by the Fireplace, and it's good. It's leaning more zucchini bread than I would like. I'm still a sucker for Warm the Soul, which he didn't offer in his pre-order that he did in November. But I have 2 loaves, so I'm good. But Warm the Soul, love it. I have it in cubes. I have it. Oh, such a good blend. Anyway. All right. The next one that I got was lemon lavender shortbread, and this is shortbread, whipped lemon cream, and English lavender. So I am a sucker for lemon bakery, and so I was like, gotta try it. And this is a really good, I think also Anya said something about this one too. This one's really good. You get a super, super creamy lemon cream. It's true, whipped cream. Not herbal lavender. It's a sweet lavender with that shortbread. Oh my God, that's so good. I should have got 2 of these. But again, I wanted to see how it performed first in my home before I went kind of crazy. But that one is super nice, and I think I'll really enjoy that one right now or even spring, summer. All right. And then the last snack bar that I got is kind of a wild card, and wanted to try it, is pistachio pudding cake. And everyone who knows me is probably like, Christine, why the heck did you get pistachio? You don't like pistachio. But I actually want to like pistachio. I love pistachio ice cream. I love pistachio nuts. I just don't like the pistachios that come off cherry. I don't know why. I just don't like cherry. And I don't like that nauseating type scent. So I'm on the hunt for a nutty pistachio, if that makes sense. And so this one, the scent notes are vanilla, custard, pistachio, honey, almond, and heliotrope. Heliotrope, I think, is a floral note. But this one, yeah, cherry almonds. I don't like how the pistachio leans. This one does lean heavy on the almond. I do get cherry. I'm not going to say it's not there. Like a cherry almond note. But it's more like a vanilla almond. It might just be pistachio oils. Yeah, I mean, it's good. But I just wanted to see. I used to make pistachio pudding cakes with my grandma and my mom. If you've ever made it, it's super good, but you just get like the Jell-O pudding and you make it into a cake. I mean, there's a little more that goes into it, but this brought back a flashback about that. But anyway, I'm on the hunt. I have tried recently. I think I tried it in December when I got it. The green machine from Sassy Girl. And it is cherry almond. It is pistachio. But it did not bother me. I had it going throughout my whole house. So I'm not gonna say I love it, but it wasn't like, oh my God, take it out type deal. So I'm excited to try it and give another vendor a try. So that's pistachio pudding cake. All right. And then the last snack bar that wasn't a wild card is roasted pine cone. Now, I am totally obsessed with roasted pine cones right now. And this is pine, ozone, sandalwood, raspberry, and vanilla. And so her roasted pine cones is really good. It is very, very similar. Very similar. Not going to say it's the same, but it's very similar to Amanda's from Salt Mountain Melts and Lavender and Speckles Pine Cones and Spice. So I'm kind of torn. Like, if you can't get any of those, you can try Heather's. But what was odd is when you get a roasted pine cone note, and I don't know, maybe that's just me and I don't know, this actually has raspberry and vanilla. I've never seen a vendor kind of have those unless they're just not listing out the scent notes of what roasted pine cone is, because I thought roasted pine cone was an oil. So maybe those are the scent notes in that oil. I don't know. Anyway, I'll show you what the bar looks like. So that's how much I used. So I used, how many did I use? I think there's 1, 2. So I used 6 little kind of things. So I used, if you could see, 2. I put 2, 2, and 2 in my warmers. So I used 6 total in my warmers. And I put them in, at that time, it was one of my Christmas trees from Scentsy, the swirling snowman, and then I think it was the fireplace warmer. It might have been, I switched over to the reindeer one. I don't know. The December scent warmer of the month from 2 years ago. If you know what I mean, it's kind of like got a cylinder. Anywho, this was a very good performer. Right out of the gates was amazing. It was creamy, it was spicy, it was toasty, it was, I think it was spicy maybe because of that ozone and the pine. Like, I wouldn't even say spicy, that's a wrong word, scratch that. Woodsy, between the pine and the ozone, it gave it this something extra. And the creamy sandalwood, it was just roasty toasty. It was so good. It was like, again, lavender and speckles, roasted pine cones, or the pine cones and spice, just without a lot of that extra spice. And so if you just want the pine cone note, this is really, really good to try. And it was a very good performer. I put this in, say at 7 in the morning, and I would say at 6 o'clock at night, it was still going. Now, it might have died down just a tad, but I could still smell it if I came in and out of the room. It wasn't as powerful, or maybe I went nose blind to it, but this was a very good performer. So I would definitely repurchase this. If you like roasted pine cones and any of those vendors type, definitely give Heather's a try. This one was really good. I was very apprehensive to get more because I wanted to try it, but it's really good and I would get it again. All right, let's switch over to clamshells. So I got one. I was gonna get 2. The other one that I was going to get was whiskey, I think she had, and I'm like, I don't know if I want to get stuck with a whole clam if I don't like it, but I think it was just a single, I think it was just called whiskey, but I pulled it out of my cart. But this one, the scent notes called to me, so I was like, I have to get this. This is down at the bakery, and it's sweet frosting, fresh baked cookies, and warmed baked bread. And so I love the fresh baked bread. If you guys have been watching me at least for the last year, Harper James's fresh baked bread, her bread is very strong and a very good performer. Doesn't last very long, but, and right now my nose is stuffed, but I'm trying. This one you get a creamy frosting, like a buttercream frosting, some sort of a sugar cookie, might be the fresh baked cookies, and a bread note. I'm not gonna say it smells like Harper James's fresh baked bread because it doesn't, but this one is more like a creamy bakery, like Old Town Bake Shop types feel. So this is down at the bakery. So I was like, I need to clam with that because I'm probably going to like it. All right, and then the last 2 things I got, I wasn't gonna get these, but I'm like, why not? I was nervous about one of the items in it. But again, I watched Anya's channel and I was like, all right, I add back to cart. This is maple gingerbread cake. And Sometimes maple is kind of scary to me. So, and like, I'm not going to say that I don't like maple and wax, because I do, but sometimes that maple note can take over. And here you get a sweet maple, but you also get that ginger. So I don't know if it's a really strong gingerbread or a spicy gingerbread, like Second and Spruce's gingerbread. That one I feel is, I think, my best one yet. But this is more of a fresh ginger, in my opinion. So I feel like really cute. I really feel like this would really be nice, like around this time frame, to warm in your home. So make sure to try that. And these go for $1.68. So this is $1.68, and this is $2.14, and the clam is $3.39. So her prices are really reasonable. All right, and then the next one I got here was sea salt and sandalwood. And again, I'm like a sucker for sea salt. And this is just it. Really creamy. You get that sea salt right off the bat. And the sandalwood is it's not as creamy as I would like, but I mean, it is still nice. I'm shedding everywhere. But I'm eager to try that one in my bathroom. Sorry guys if you can't see the font. So that's that. All right. And now, well, here's her card. It was buried. Here's her card. Really cute, simple font, Sweet Tooth Scents. And then Heather is the owner. And you can find her on her Etsy shop at sweettoothscentco.etsy.com. And then she's also on YouTube and Instagram. So, all right. Then she sent me a plethora of samples. So thank you so much, Heather. Some of them, my daughter was like, oh my God, these are so yummy. One of them, she was like, oh God, no, Mom. It was funny. All right, the first one here is Rosemary Mint. Again, really super cute. Nice sample. Now this is definitely rosemary and earthy mint. Fresh mint, sorry. The mint that you would get from kind of like a toothpaste. Or what's the Rose Girls one? 3 red shells. I think it's like a rosemary blend. So this is definitely a mint scent. So you definitely have to like mint. I'm okay with it. It's not a love, but that's rosemary mint. So happy to have that. Another one I got was fig and rosemary. I was gonna put this one in the other day, but I changed my mind. And this one is a really pretty sweet fig with I don't really get that much. Again, my nose, guys. It's definitely a bedroom bathroom scent in my opinion. I'm not really a fan of warming that fresh type thing in my home. That's just me. I do more of like that in my bedroom bathroom. The next one I got was lavender champagne. Again, super cute heart. Pouring out. And this one is a fizzy champagne note with lavender. I do get more of like that champagne-y fizzy pop type thing. And I'm typically, you know, I can take it or leave it. My daughter loved this one. This is almond rum cake. I remember her saying she loved it. And this literally smells like an almond rum cake with, like, if you've ever had like those big, huge chunks of marzipan. I make, and I just made them, I shared it with our wax community, 3-layer Italian cookies, if you know what they are. I'm from New York originally. It's the red, you know, Italian flag, and takes 2 or 3 days to make, but you have to use fresh marzipan, and that's what this smells like. Almond extract, marzipan. I don't get much cake. It's just almond. So that's almond rum cake. My daughter loved it, so. All right, the next one is pomegranate cider. All right, my daughter keeps looking. She ripped the bag. And this is just a really sweet, if you like pomegranate Prosecco from Scentsy and you like a pomegranate scent, that's what I'm getting, with a hint of like apple cider, but really just pomegranate. I can take it or leave pomegranate too. It's not closing. I'll have to rebag it. But, and then the last one that I got, this is the one where my daughter was like, no, mommy, no. The next one and the last one is Cozy Cabin. And this literally smells like a cozy cabin. So if you've ever like either rented or went to an Airbnb where you've gone into a cabin, like a log cabin with the wood, and it's very woodsy, and like someone just put out a fire, and you've kind of got that fireplace smell with the dead ambers and the wood and those type scents. Like if you like smoky, woodsy, almost kind of be along is it Around the Campfire? Oh my God, I can't talk. Around the Campfire from Scentsy, but Around the Campfire from Scentsy comes off more like marshmallow creamy to me. So this is like that without the marshmallow creaminess. This is just straight up woodsy, smoky. So probably like bonfire ambers or kind of like type scent, but that one is different. I'm eager to try that one actually. So that's it, guys. That is my haul. Like I said, it was 11 items. Her snap bars are $2.14. Her shot or wax cups are $1.68, and her clamshells are $3.39. So again, very reasonably priced. Where's her shipping? I used codes. All in all, with shipping and whatnot, shipping was very affordable too. It came to 25 bucks. So for 11 items, very excited to try her out. I would definitely go back and purchase from her again, especially the roasted pine cones, to really either blend that or alone on its own, and a very good performer. So again, this is straight soy formula, hand poured. I know a lot of vendors do a mix, either of para soy type blends, but her wax performed extremely well in my home, and I was very excited to have her had reached out to me and asked me to go ahead and dive right in. So I did, in true fashion. So thank you so much for watching, guys, and go check out Sweet Tooth Scents, and I'll catch you guys on the next one. Stay dry and warm. Bye.